Hi. Now that we have learned some basic about Python, let's talk more about Python programming. First, everything can change. We learn about variable, right? It's just like in real life. You go to like a shopping, a shirt price at one time is $24.99. Now it discounted to $12.99, and you have a red tag sale to $7.99. Same search, different price over time. It's just like same variable can hold different value over time. In Python, again, the equal sign does not mean equality. The equal sign is a assignment statement. It means assign a value on the right to the variable on the left. So when you see search underscore price equal 24.99, think of assign 24.99 to the variable search underscore price. Updating a variable. Well, we can start with a variable with nothing. I set tab equals 0. Later on, I asked a latte in a coffee house tab. Um, I add a latte, so tab equal to tab plus 4.95. So now tab has 4.95. You add cell text, tab equal to tab plus tab time 0.0825. I have an 8.25 cell text. Now the variable contains 5.358375. Right? You can update the variable as the life of the program change. And in Python, that's a shortcut. If you do something like this, type the plus equal or minus equal or asterisk equal or divide equal. If you have a statement like tab equal to tab plus 4.95, you can write tab plus equal 4.95. These two statements are equivalent. And this is true even for string because if you recall, we have a string concatenation with the plus operator. Speaking of concatenation operator, the plus for the string, we call it concatenation operator. So you can concatenate multiple string. So if I have a U plus H, I get UH. If I have how plus R plus U plus question mark, I got how are you. No spaces are added. So if you want a space, then you add the space. Now, if you recall earlier in the previous lecture, we talked about Michael birthday or somebody birthday, and you notice I have an exponential point and the space in between. We can get rid of the space by, instead of using comma, we can use plus to concatenate. And when you do that, now you want to add the space here. So if I run this program from earlier, if I say John, you can see happy birthday John exponential without the space afterward. Let me go back to the lecture. While the concatenation operator is nice when you concatenate two strings, you cannot concatenate a string and a number. It might work in other programming language, but it does not work in Python. If you want to concatenate a string and a number, you need to convert that number into a string by using the str string function. So for example, if age, the variable age holding the age, which is a number, you can use string to convert that into a string and the plus to concatenate this into a longer string to display I am whatever years old, whatever your age, years old. So like we did earlier with the example, we can say happy birthday and plus name, comma. Well, I get this comma inside the string. I guess I forgot that. So let's put it in, comma. So the output will show the comma. So let's do John again. And happy birthday, comma, space, John. Everything inside the code get displayed, even the string and the comma. So let's do a programming exercise here. Write a program that will compute the area of a rectangle. Prompt the user to enter the width and height of the rectangle. The output should look like the following. The area of a rectangle with length, whatever the length is, and width, whatever the width is area, whatever the area is. So, for example, you could have an area of a rectangle with length 10 and width 5 is 50. Now, when you see a problem like this, think about algorithm. How do you calculate the area of a rectangle? Well, the area is equal to length times, sorry my handwriting is not that good, length times width. And how do you get the length and width? And what kind of data is the length and width? Well, for the rectangle, the length and width could have a decimal value. That means I should convert into floating point. So let's go back to the repellent. And let me erase everything here. So let's call this length. Oops. Equal to float input. Say enter. Enter the length of, let's just say enter the length for short here. Width. Enter the width. Do you recall about incremental development? In the incremental development, hey, I write a couple of statements. Does it work? Let's try it. Enter a length, let's say 10, width 5. You don't see any answer, any output. That's fine, because we haven't displayed anything. The thing you want to see is there's no syntax error. When I run the program, there's no syntax error. A lot of time you might forget, like for example, a missing matching parameter. So when I run this, hey, there's some problem. Because you only write a couple lines of code, it's very easy to see where the problem is. In this case, you say line 3, I don't have a line 3. Sometimes when you do not have a matching code or matching parameter or matching braces, the line number will get messed up. So instead of look at line 3, look at the line before it. And you can see by deduction, I do not have a matching parameter. Now to calculate area is length times width. And I can run that. 10 and 5. And again, oh, professor, there's no output. Something is wrong? No, nothing wrong. I'm just looking for syntax error. Right now, I did not display the output. And you could say print area like this, like for troubleshooting or debugging purpose. 10, 5, you say 50. Hey, that's good. I got the right answer. I'm done. Well, not really. If you look at the program requirement, I want you to display the area of a rectangle with width 10 and width 5 is 50. So how do I have a statement like this then? We know the program is working, so now we're going back to make it look better, the output. So we can say the area of rectangle with length. So we're going to add the length here, and I'll put string length, and width. Width here, I convert the width into a string, is, and hopefully I don't have made mistake. Again, I start with that display the area, and then I try to make the output look nicer. So you know the program working earlier. If there's something doesn't work, then you know it's the statement you just changed that causing the problem, and look at the statement you changed that caused the problem and fix the problem. The area of the rectangle with length 10 and width 5 is 50.0. And for this particular problem, you could use a comma, like for example, the area of rectangle with length, without space here, length, and width, width is area. And I'll run that, and let me do 10 and 5. You can see the same answer. It happened to be, again, the comma will add the space, so I did not put any space between um, the quotes here. You should always test your program to validate everything work. So you know 10 and 5 work. Does it work for other number, like say for example 4 and 6? So area of a rectangle with length 4 and width 6 is 24. Take a look at the right answer. Run the program a few times to verify your program work as expected. How about this? Write a program that prompts user to enter elapsed time in seconds. The program convert the elapsed times in seconds to hours, minutes, and seconds. For example, if user enter 4321 seconds, then the program display 4321 second is 1 hour, 12 minutes, and 1 second. I will leave this exercise to you, but the hint I will give you is you will need to use the integer division and modulus. And I will talk more about this in class. To do this, think about, instead of thinking about the big problem or the big number, if user enter say 12 seconds, what should be the output? If user enter say 65 seconds, what should be the output? How about say 310 seconds output? How about say 4,000 seconds output? Try this by hand, do smaller problem, easier problem, and before you get to the bigger number, to see the pattern. You can see some pattern here. I want you to try it, and I will review the answer during class lecture.